In a brand new Star Wars novel told from the perspective of Darth Sidious, it is revealed his true thoughts on Vader's betrayal. As in the book, he says something exceedingly interesting about Darth Vader turning his back on Sidious and embracing the light, as well as his decision to kill his master, something that I found worth a video and that I wanted to address today, talking about the true failures of Darth Sidious from his point of view. Because Darth Sidious has been on Exegol for nearly 40 years, he has a lot of time to reflect on his past dealings. One of his greatest regrets is of course Darth Vader, but not for the reasons that you may think. It is revealed in the novel that Darth Sidious was not disappointed at all at the idea of Vader killing him. In fact, Darth Sidious expected this out of at least one of his apprentices over his long lifespan. Even though he took the measures to ensure that this would never happen, he still knew that it was a great possibility, as dictated by the rule of two, something that Palpatine still staunchly followed and believed in, with Darth Sidious being the culmination of the rule of two that Darth Bane established thousands of years ago. It is because of this fact that Darth Sidious still holds a great reverence for this ideology of the Sith, an ideology that has brought the Sith so far in galactic affairs. In the novel itself, Darth Sidious essentially explains that his greatest failure is not the fact that Darth Vader killed him, but that Darth Vader died as a light side agent. This is his biggest failure, as up until this point none of Sidious's direct apprentices have ever embraced the light side, and this was a huge point of pride in the favor of Darth Sidious. The thing that Darth Sidious always went out to prove is the superiority of the Sith to the Jedi, and he believed that he proved this fact after the entire Jedi Order crumbled, and crumbled all because of his direct plan, a plan that began all those years ago with Bane. He proved himself more powerful, more intelligent, and more sophisticated than the Jedi, and he perceived his victory as absolute and complete. It's even said in the Secrets of the Sith book that Darth Sidious did sense flickers of the light side within Darth Vader, but that this did not bother him very much because he believed that Luke Skywalker would soon turn on him, and that Darth Sidious would finally have the perfect Sith pupil that he always wanted Anakin to be. In the end though, it illustrates that his perfect failure is the fact that Darth Vader essentially died as a Jedi, and that it was essentially a Jedi that destroyed the prime body of Darth Sidious. Darth Sidious also swears off working with the Skywalkers directly from this point, meaning that he will never take on a Skywalker as a true apprentice. In the novel, he reveals that this was never his intention with Kylo Ren or Ben Solo, and that he simply always wanted to use him as a tool to later cast aside, and it was never his intention to gift him the entirety of the Empire. What's interesting about this is that Darth Sidious holds nothing but contempt for Darth Vader and Anakin Skywalker in the novel. However, this interpretation is much different than his viewpoints in Legends continuity, as if you don't already know. Darth Sidious also returned in Legends. There, he actually still holds a lot of pride for Darth Vader. He states that even though he was proven wrong about Darth Vader and that Darth Vader did turn on him, that he created a beautiful monster, and the most beautiful of all of the monsters that he's created over his time as a Dark Lord. He's very proud of Vader and the product that ruled the galaxy for 2 decades. He is in fact disappointed that Darth Vader turned on him, but it's enough that he ruled over the Chosen One for these 20 years and managed to fully corrupt Anakin. It's also revealed in the novel that Darth Sidious attempted to create a Force dyad with Darth Vader, and this is also another reason why he was sorely disappointed by him. He states that a dyad in the Force is one of the most powerful Force phenomena that exist in Star Wars lore, but Darth Sidious later came to realize that for a dyad to be successful, one individual must represent the light side of the Force and one individual must represent the dark side, and that once he turned Anakin Skywalker to the way of the Sith, that a dyad was now impossible. It's stated in several tie-in novels to the Rise of Skywalker, as well as from Darth Sidious's point of view, that there is one thing within Darth Vader that hugely concerned Sidious, but that he never addressed, as Palpatine believed that his hold on him was too powerful, and this is his inability to forget Padme Amidala. As we recently saw in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, Darth Sidious wants Vader to forget about Obi-Wan. He wants him to forget about all of the ties that remain to Anakin Skywalker, as they are holding back the powers of Darth Vader. And by the end of the series, and by the time we encounter Darth Vader in A New Hope, he has largely abandoned the idea of pursuing and killing Obi-Wan Kenobi, letting the identity of Darth Vader reign supreme over the identity of Anakin. However, again, there was one individual that he was never able to let go of entirely, and that individual was his wife in Padme Amidala. It is this fact that worries Sidious a great deal, that as long as Vader misses Padme, there will always be a part of Anakin within him, and in the book Secrets of the Sith, this is the moment moment that Darth Sidious fails, and this is the moment that he loses Darth Vader. He's basically ashamed at his own hubris, and again promises to never follow and use another Skywalker, at least again as a true fully formed apprentice. What I find interesting about this is that Darth Sidious, when he turned Anakin to the dark side, fully intended Anakin to one day kill him. He fully intended Anakin to become more powerful than both Sidious and Yoda, and this was the plan. Sidious was okay with it because in his mind, if he could turn the Jedi Chosen One to his cause, and if he could raise from the ashes of the Jedi the greatest Sith Lord that has ever lived, then this was worth giving up his very life in order to accomplish. Lord Sidious makes it very clear that Darth Vader killing him is not the problem that he sees in his overall plan, and the flaw that he sees in his own personality, in fact. It's the fact that Darth Vader died in the light side of the Force, and did not become this ultimate Sith Lord that Darth Sidious envisioned. In a way, Sidious in this novel even appears to hate Darth Vader. He hates him because he represents his greatest failures. His failures with Anakin and the potential of Lord Vader, as well as the fact that he kept him around and the fact that Darth Vader died as a Jedi agent. This is not to say that Darth Sidious regrets creating Darth Vader, as of course we know this isn't true, and this was his greatest weapon for 2 decades, not to mention the satisfaction that he received when Anakin finally turned. However, he realizes this flaw, and if he could go back in time, he states that he would handle things differently with his apprentice. But anyway, my friends, what are your thoughts on this? What are your thoughts on Palpatine's reflections on his apprentice in Vader? And in his opinion, the moment that he ultimately failed with Vader and the thing that Vader was unable to let go of. Do you find this intriguing, and do you like the idea of Palpatine looking back on his mistakes? But as always, my friends, thank you guys so much for watching the channel. It means the world to me. May the Force be with you, and I will hopefully see you in the next video.